What is up, YouTube? It's Ed here, and today we have the 1.6 patch notes for the mid-season update for Warzone. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. So we're going to have a few different playlists for the next 4 weeks. We're obviously going to have the Rebirth of the Dead starting today, going till next week, so end on August 10th. Right before the 11th, when we start going into the Terminator and Titanium trials that will be going on for all of August. So we're going to have a lot of different stuff coming about. Next week, we'll also have Champion of Caldera for trios. So that'll be a little bit more interesting than just singles or solos. And for Titanium Trials, where it's going to be quad. So you're going to have to find a group of people or just go random. And then there's also going to be on the week of the August 11th, the World Series for the Battle Royale. Anyone can enter, I believe, for trios. I don't know what they're going to do in terms of if streamers get to go into that thing, how that's going to work out. But I'm guessing it's going to be someone famous that wins that sucker. It's not just going to be someone regular. So we'll see how that goes. Let's just go straight into everything. So starting on the 11th, and when the Titanium Trials come, also comes Terminator 2. And I'm pretty hyped for this because I like the Iron Trials when I played it, when it previously happened. And I also love T2, so this is just going to be a dope. I feel like it's going to be a pretty cool second half of the mid-season. You're going to get a bunch of different calling cards if you complete the challenges. A pretty sick-looking Bren here, I would say, though probably not going to use that because the Bren been nerfed to the ground, so no point in use. So really can't use it. They're going to give an NZ41 skin as well. Ooh, I don't know if that's a good idea. We're gonna give a bunch of different calling cards. Oh, that's kind of cool. Like, the end scene, Cyberdyne Systems. See where Sarah Connor gets blown up by Nuke, though arguably somehow her skeleton stays, which I think that would be obliterated too. Anyways, but I remember that scene when she has the dream and she's like napping on that bench or whatever in Mexico. And there's different skins that you can get when 20 times in Iron Trials, you get this animated calling card and you get this skin 20 times. That's like not freaking small. Let's see. So starting today, you get Rebirth of the Dead. That will be, let's see. So that's the zombie thing again. So players become zombies when they die. Zombies can collect antivirals from crates and dead bodies to redeploy as humans. Last team with the human, so you can't be a zombie, wins. Player count 10 squads of 4, so 40 people. But other things that they are adding to the mode, as zombies eliminated, an infestation meter fills. When it's full, all spectators are returned to play as zombies. Then it all starts again. Okay, that's going to be crazy because, first of all, not a lot of people is going to spectate. So the entire lobby won't be returning. I guess they're trying to force you to stay in just to see if this infestation, depending on how quickly this fills, yes, the entire lobby could come back. But I think most people, if not at least half, will just quit, and just go to the next game because, they want to be playing, not watching. I think the only situation is when you still have some people that are still actually in the game. Then, as you're spectating, you'll watch, then you get to come back. So I think that it's basically like a jailbreak, right? So, but with the exception that you have to fill up a meter instead of just a certain circle time limit. So during the match, medical supplies will be parachuted in to help humans and zombies alike. Zombies that perform a finishing move become a human automatically. Play to get 1 of 2 exclusive calling cards. Okay, cool. Okay. Seems golden vaults have opened. Okay, that's cool. So the vaults on Rebirth Island are open, so now you can actually go in them and see what's in this eye. That's kind of cool. So Titanium Trials, that's a new mode coming on the 11th. Again, So 152 players on Caldera. So that's a pretty good amount for quads, right? It's quads. And then I'm not sure how many teams that is, but it's a good amount of people. Maximum base armor threshold will be increased to 300. So for a total of 100 effective health when plated, core health is still 100. Regeneration takes significantly longer to heal to full. Armor is everything after all. Okay, so for this, like other perks like quick fix will be very, could be very useful. Tempered will be super useful because you can just, it's always been super useful having tempered, but now it's like even more critical because plates are, account for 75% of your health, so, or of your overall life. So that's a big deal. What else? Each player begins the game and returns from the gulag with a self-revive kit. Okay, so they kind of get like a 1.5 chance of like living. So features a custom built thematic loot table to support higher TTK gameplay. Okay, including exceedingly rare redacted weapons that are step more powerful than weapon loadouts. Okay, so if you get these, redacted weapons, hopefully they're built in a way that's like controllable and usable. Plus they have an extra, so they're a little bit more powerful too. So that'll be interesting. The cost of loadouts and buy stations are higher, but it decreases over time. So if by the time you're in like, circle 3 or 4 or 5, it's not going to cost as much, which is nice. And then updated infiltration cinematic for the T800 and T1000 Terminator Operator. All right, that's cool. Bug fixes, who cares? None of them are really matter. So if you want to read through them, you can. If you just want to pause on this section, known issues. If you want to go to the Trello board, go for it. I'm not going to really look too much into that because there's nothing that's really breaking the game right now. Looks like Fortune's Keep are going to have private match support, which is cool for those who want to do that. So there's the Cursed Ground event that's already live. Portable redeploy balloons. That's going to be new. So now you get to portable redeploy balloons. Has half the health, which is good because current balloons are like crazy strong. Shorter distance to redeploy. Will despawn automatically after a short time. That's good. Comes with a unique identifier on the tech map. Okay. And can be found in ground loot or as a reward in completing supply drop contract. Okay. And it's a guaranteed drop from the crate. Okay, so for sure you'll get a redeploy. So you can arguably get that, pop the redeploy, and get the heck out of there because it generally attracts a good amount of people. Bomber planes, really? Like, planes just don't belong in this friggin' game. Why? Like, what the heck? Bomber planes, they're annoying. The good thing is that I believe the bombs can destroy loadouts, so, that can help. Let's see, what else? Other adjustments, teammate buyback. Okay, oh, shoot, this is going to be critical. So, all maps and modes, previously, if a player had enough money to redeploy token, the redeploy token would be used before the money. Now money will be used first. Yes. If the player has a redeploy token, no money, then the redeploy token will be spent. Okay, so this is like key because this is super annoying because, let's just say like, in any situation where you had enough money to buy back everybody and you also had a redeploy token, the way that it worked before was just bullcrap because, like, let's just say, you have 2 or 3 other people or between 1 and 3 other people to buy back, right? And you had enough money for all of them, but you also redeploy token, you basically run into a situation where, like, you kind of give up your extra life to buy someone else back, which, in some ways, I guess you can say it's fair, but also it's like, in terms of gameplay, it's like, no, dude, like, I want to buy back my friends or my teammates, but I also want to keep this redeploy, for just in case, so that I can redeploy myself if I die, either from the process of buying them back, in case, in that situation where someone finds me at the buy station or just later in the game, right? Like you don't want to do those trade-offs where it's like if I buy one other person, it's like a one, you buy person back, but you die yourself. It's like, that's kind of a waste of money. Or you could do a 2-for-1 or a 3-for-1. That's just, I don't want that trade-off. I want to just buy everyone back, and in the chance that I do get killed, then I come back too. So we have the full team. That's the whole point. So that's good. The gas circle radii will be size and timing, so it'll be a little different for Fortune's Keep, or match. That's changed. The radar jammer drop will be reduced. Respawn loadouts will be updated, so that's good. Armored SUV nitrous boost. I haven't seen one, so whatever. Trophy systems have previously been able to destroy field upgrades. Moving forward, the trophy system will only affect lethals and tacticals. I don't know if I've ever seen the reverse, so I don't know what that deal is. Orange supply boxes will spawn rates will now have increase in Caldera. That's great. All right, so previous adjustments. Okay, all this have been implemented. Perks, Serpentine, an important update to this perk will drop shortly after the mid-season launch. So, might come in with the nerf. I'm hoping it does. Thermites have been buffed, which is great, especially if you stick someone. This change results in reliable down. Okay, so like basically it's so that you down someone if you stick them. General base weapons for Vanguard 1 through 3 all have been unlocked for all players. So you get all the weapons for Vanguard Season 1 through 3 from this point on. New weapon, Vargo S, is coming to town. Okay, so the Vargo S, and this is not the same Vargo as the Black Ops Cold War one. Trading firepower for improved accuracy and fire rate. So basically this is going to be a beamer, but it's going to depend on how big of a magazine you can throw on it. So it's damage per mag reliant. I'm going to guess that this probably will be broken off the bat. So this might be the new meta, or it might just be kind of whatever's. New camos, doesn't matter. Redacted weapons are coming, so they're going to be like slightly more interesting. But I think it's only coming to like titanium trials and like a few other things. So it doesn't really, it's not going to be that crazy. It's not going to be like the end all be all weapons, though it could be. Recommended. We're closing in on 200 weapons, yet we only use about 10. Of those 10, most people use the top 5. And of the top 5, people use like 3 to 4. Actually, probably just 3. So, what's the point of having 200 weapons at this point? Weapon adjustments. Okay, the part that's really important now, assault rifles. So, assault rifle Charlie for Vanguard. So this is gonna get. Oh man. So this is the BAR. This thing got nerfed a lot. I don't know why they're nerfing this, man. It's not that big a deal. So they're nerfing the hell out of this barrel, the 30-inch barrel, the 27-inch barrel, the 40-round mags, the stock, the Chariot stock, and this perk. So basically, the BAR is going to be not very usable. Why? Like, it doesn't really make sense because the whole point of this gun is that it's slow firing but accurate. And now it's not going to be accurate. So, okay. Assault Rifle Alpha, this is STG, so I don't know why they do this. Like, Assault Rifle Alpha, Cooper Carbine! Like, just give it the real name. Like, I know I complain about this every single time, but it's just annoying. So, Assault Rifle Alpha, this got nerfed as well a little bit. It has more recoil. Cooper Carbine, the 60-round mag, got nerfed like crazy. Holy crap. 11% down from 29. Holy crap. Assault Rifle Bravo. I don't think anyone even used this. Muzzle velocity increased. So this got a slight buff. But it's just one thing. Let's see. NZ41. Finally. This thing got nerfed, but not nerfed to the ground. So sustained recoil, control decrease, max damage range, decreased, minimum damage in general decreased, and then neck damage multiplier decreased. So NZ did get nerfed, but we'll see if it's enough to complete. But didn't get nerfed to the ground. So hopefully they buffed other things. The Nikita did some balancing overall, but didn't make a whole lot of changes. They buffed it a little bit. Movement speed has been increased. The ADS penalty is decreased. So they buffed it a bit. Except for the 60 round mag or 60 round drum. That was kind of like up and down. So we'll see how that goes. The KG got nerfed. I don't know why. It was a viable gun. It was very competitive, so I don't know why they needed to change this. So maybe they just need to do some balancing on it. But overall, this max damage range got decreased. Minimum damage overall got 1 point decrease, so that changes a lot. It doesn't change a lot. And the headshot damage multiplier got nerfed. The 72mm barrel got nerfed. And then the 60 round drum also got nerfed. So they nerfed a lot of Vanguard weapons, which is good because it was just, everyone had to choose those. Ooh, here we go. Oh, snap. Okay, so the AMAX headshot damage multiplier increased, minimum damage range increased by 4. Oh, shoot. They just buffed, not the hell, but like they buffed the AMAX, which is fine, which is a great gun because they nerfed the hell out of it. The kilo. Oh my god. I don't know what the mid damage step removed is, but the minimum damage got a huge buff of 5, which is great because the kilo was like the end. Like this was a great gun used in Verdansk Modern Warfare back, before even Cold War. Dude, this is huge. Like the kilo could be back because the kilo still shoots pretty straight. Like, they didn't do anything to the accuracy. It was just that they nerfed it to the ground in terms of damage, but now it looks like they buffed it back up. The FARA max damage range increased a little bit, so now you can hit things a little farther, not too much farther. So a little bit of buff on the FARA. I can't get over the kilo right now. The Krieg also mid damage increased a little bit. Headshot damage multiplier increase. So more buffs for the FARA and the Krieg. M13 neck damage multiplier increase. Ooh, by a lot. Almost 30% here. So neck multipliers increased a lot. So the M13 got buffed. Dang, dude, they just buffed They buffed a lot of stuff that's non-Vanguard, which I'm totally a fan of. I cannot wait to use the kilo again. Like I'm good enough at this point. So let's see what else. The Volks gun. So looks like they buffed the overall headshot damage multiplier. The 40 round mag is now 45. Damage penalty removed, damage range decreased. So they did some balancing. They increased the damage, or they have no more penalty damage on it, damage penalty on it, but they also reduced the damage, or damage range is decreased. So it doesn't shoot as far, but it has increased fire rate, but less recoil control, which makes sense. Like that's like a good balancing effect, Like, yeah. So things that shoot fast and accurate shouldn't have a high damage, shouldn't damage a lot. And things that shoot slow and semi-accurate should have a little bit more damage, So that's how it should go. The 30 round mag, damage penalty removed, damage range now decreased. So slight buff, but also increased rate of fire. So overall, another nerf for the Volks, for the 30 round mag. 45 round mag, a muzzle velocity increase, damage bonus increase, vertical recoil penalty decrease. So they buffed the 45 round mag. All right. Some machine guns, Armaguera, they looks like this got nerfed a little bit for the headshot damage multiplier. The Blixen looks like they also nerfed the headshot damage multiplier. Minimum damage got nerfed just by 1 point. Movement speed decreased by a little bit by 0.01. All right. I don't know how much how much difference that's really gonna make. The 9-inch barrel that was nerfed, and then the 54 round mag also got nerfed. So the Blixen got nerfed, but not nerfed like crazy. So this probably helps bump up a few, like the MP40 and maybe the other SMGs. The Marco got nerfed as well. Looks max damage got decreased, min damage got decreased, neck multiplier got decreased. This barrel also got decreased. Location damage multipliers have completely been removed. So Marco got nerfed too, but not to the point where it's just like unusable. The UGR, Black Ops Cold War, whatever. Machine Gun Delta, that's the Uzi. Min damage increased to 28. Neck damage multiplier increase. Wow. This thing got buffed like crazy, but no one was using the Uzi, so this might be a sleeper weapon that just come back, or not come back, but that's just that might be a little viable. So we'll see. I don't think my Uzi is even leveled up, so oh man, it's gonna be a lot of at least you can level it up in what's that called, in normal Modern Warfare multiplayer if I have to. Submachine Gun Alpha, that's the MP5. Looks like max damage range increased to 10 meters, neck multiplier. So they buffed the MP5 as well for the Black Ops. Okay. Following shotguns have max power. Ooh, okay. So they're buffing all these shotguns because, basically ever since the HP or like all the hit point increases, like shotguns are like virtually useless. But now at least they're a little bit more viable. Shotgun Bravo, I believe that's the Gallo. So that got increased as well in terms of max pellet damage. That's good. Graciado, max pellet damage also increased. Shotgun Delta, Modern Warfare. That's the Origin. So, are we seeing the Origin come back? Oh, man, that pissed off so many people. So I don't know how this is going to go. Street Sweeper, that was at least, that was a decent gun, but at least it took forever to reload. Whereas the Origin, is basically a Gallo or a Sega shotgun, and it used the magazine. So, reloading that sucker was not hard at all. In terms of sniper rifles, looks like the Kar 98 for the Vanguard version, ADS, in and out of ADS is going to got buffed. So it's going to be a little quicker for overall, and some attachments. Damage penalty removed from the 5-round mag. And yeah, you get just ADS quicker. The 3-line rifle, looks like they did some balancing on it. The max damage overall was decreased, but the multipliers were adjusted so that, just doing my math real quick. So basically, like upper torso, like you hit more with the new stats on the upper torso, but everything below that is basically going to hit less. But it's not that much less. So, but you will probably have to end up 2-shotting or 3, maybe 2-shotting, maybe even 3-shotting some people, depending on how much, or you hit them once and then you finish them off with a secondary. Idle sway has been decreased on all these attachments. That's fine. Gorenko anti-tank weapon. Oh shoot. ADS was improved. I don't know if we need that. Marksman rifles. Whatever. If you want to read this, I don't really care. Crossbows have been more accurate. So if you want those nice trick shots and stuff like that, there you go. LMGs. The Whitley looks like it was nerfed. Oh no, it's been buffed a bit. Because the maximum damage range increased, minimum damage range increased. but overall not increased to the point that it's like really viable. Like, I mean, might be more competitive, but it doesn't look like they did anything that's going to make it significantly better. Because some of these makes it more accurate, but also they reduce rate of fire in some cases. So just overall balancing the UGM. I don't even know what this is. So whatever. Tactical rifles. Oh, Carve 2, the max damage range increase. Okay, that's just one thing. The M16, the max damage increase. Okay, so this is coming back a little bit, but the recoil is still there. And the neck multiplier has been up. So if you can control this well, the M16 could be very viable. Pistol lunge distance has been reduced again. Why is it even at 1.52 meters? Like, it should just be at 1 meter. Like I shouldn't, like, at 1.52 meters, like, that's like about 5 feet. Like, someone is jumping like pretty far to like hit somebody. If you think about it. So it should be like arm's length, so about like a little bit less than or a little bit over 1 meter ish, right? Like, that should be your lunge distance, arguably. So I don't know about this. And so that's on top of like what your actual reaches too. So anyways, Handgun Echo, I don't know which handgun this is, but looks like they buffed it like crazy. Okay. So I mean, this could be a decent secondary depending on what situation you're in, but I don't doubt anyone's gonna run it like as like a normal loadout versus over like a SMG or something. Okay, so recoil booster. So vertical recoil now decreased by 1.5. Recoil control. So they nerfed it a little bit, but it doesn't sound like they nerfed it enough so that people won't use the recoil booster, because it's only the vertical recoil control is not like fire rate or anything like that, which is why people use it. It's the fire rate, and if you're going to be within 20 meters of a person, like, that vertical recoil control, just by decreasing 1.5%, not going to do that much of a difference. Bayonet, why do we need this? Like, let's see, between the Carver foregrip and the M1930 striped angle grips, both the vertical vertical for the Carver was nerfed, and the horizontal recoil for the striped angle was nerfed. All right. Operators Terminator pack. Oh man. As much as I don't want to give Activision more of my money, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna buy Arnie. Like, I want to get T1002, but at that point I'm giving like $40 to these fools, and I'm not, and I may or may not be willing to do that. But I'm getting at least one of these because I love Terminator 2. T2 was like my favorite movie growing up. I wore out my VHS set or tape to the point where like the last 5 minutes wasn't even watchable. That's how much I watched it. It was insane. I think I watched it at least like once a week growing up for like 2 years straight. I love that movie. And that's it. Looks like overall, like, now we're talking about download sizes. It was pretty quick. I downloaded my update pretty quickly because I'm on PC. But my friends are telling me like the 4.5 gigs on consoles like taking up to an hour. So like, holy crap! So I better start downloading now. But it looks like overall that's what we got from Ravensoft. So on the update, I think we got some good stuff. Like, overall, a lot of Vanguard weapons got nerfed, while we have Cold War and Modern Warfare weapons getting buffed. We'll see what they actually do in game. We'll see what happens. I'm hearing that the NZ is still kind of pretty competitive, but I think what's good is that like we no longer have an ultimate meta and then other like competitive guns. We have like a wide range of meta. So that's what I want, like a wide range, so that I'm not penalized for not picking up an NZ41. But overall, I think these have been great changes. We will see what happens in gameplay. I'm going to watch some streamers now, so we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And I'll also link this page in my description so you guys can see it for yourself. Take it easy, folks.